Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to my sewing room. I'm going to demonstrate how to make a zipper pouch. You can make it any width you like and as long as you like. It all depends on the zipper that you choose. Now, if you've always been afraid to try to put a zipper on, don't be, because I'm going to show you a really simple method to put the zipper on. So let's get started. Once you have decided how big you would like your pouch to be, for instance, if you have something specific you want to put in it, measure that item and then add a couple of inches to that so it can easily get it in and out of the bag. So once you decide on the size, then cut out 2 pieces for the outside, and I'm identifying it as fabric A. And then your lining, it can be the same fabric as this, but if you want it different, you're going to need 2 pieces, and they're all going to be cut the same size. You will also need 2 pieces of heavy iron-on interfacing. I use the Pellon brand. Now, not every store is going to carry the same heavy iron-on interfacing, so just pick whatever you can find that is called heavy. Then you're also going to need to select a zipper that's going to be close to your desired width. Then cut the width of your fabric and the length, add 1/2 inch for seam allowance. For most of the sewing on this pouch, you need to use a zipper presser foot. Other parts you'll be able to use a standard, but you're going to be using this for most of the sewing. So look in your bag of presser feet and select the zipper foot. Mine is a really narrow presser foot and it'll get up nice and close to the zipper. This is your standard presser foot. It's going to be almost impossible to put the zipper on. So if you're not sure if you've got a zipper foot, look in your instruction manual that came with your sewing machine for information on selecting the proper presser foot. I'm going to make a bag that's about 9 inches in length. This is the zipper. Now, it's a 9-inch zipper from this point, let me get my pointy thing, from the end right here to here. So on the package it'll say 9-inch, but the actual finished piece here is probably 1 inch to 1.5 inches longer. So you're going to cut your fabric whatever the width is from here all the way back down to here. That's how wide you're going to cut your fabric. Then your depth of the bag from here to here will be determined by you. This is a 12-inch wide bag. It's got a finish of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5.5 inches. Take your fabric for the outside of the bag. This is mine. Bring it back side is up. You're looking at the back of it. Here's my heavy iron-on interfacing. It's cut the same size. The shiny side is the glue side. So you're going to take that shiny side and bring it glue side down on top on the back side of your fabric for the outside of the bag. Then read the instructions that comes with your heavy iron-on interfacing. And you're going to, I can't seem to get rid of this little fuzz, but you're going to dampen this cloth and lay it on top. Now, I often keep, well actually all the time, I keep this at my ironing board. So remember, you're doing this at your ironing board, not on your cutting mat. I'm not using a hot iron for this demonstration. So I usually just spray it down or go to my sink and get it damp. But I like keeping the spray bottle because in case you're having some issues, you've got water right here and you can re-dampen your cloth. Now read those instructions because it's going to tell you how long to hold your iron on it. It can be anywhere from 10, maybe 15 seconds, depending on the brand that you're using. Now, if you're having problems getting it to stick, you probably need to pre-wash your fabric because it might have a hard time sticking on it. If you washed it and you're still having some issues, you probably just need to hold your iron on it a little bit longer. So just re-dampen any spots and hold your iron down. So you're going to hold it in one place for that number of seconds, lift, move it over to the next place, and just cover all areas. And you're doing this both on the front and the back pieces for your bag. Here's my lining. Here's the back of the lining. Here's the front of the lining. So you're going to place the back side down over your interfacing side. Then use a zigzag stitch to go along this edge and this edge. Don't worry about zigzagging these two edges yet. That's going to come later. Then go to your ironing board again and turn it over, and you're going to where the lining is up and fold this edge over, and again press it with your iron. Now remember, my iron's not hot. Do this at your ironing board. Press along that edge, just one of the zigzag edges. So you're doing that to both of them. All right, here's my front and back. Now take your zipper, and I want you to look closely at this zipper. But on each side of the plastic is a little ridge. So you're going to take each side of the bag and do one side at a time right now. And you're going to line it up, center it on the zipper. Remember, you have all this extra fabric. We're going to worry about trimming that off later. So line it up along that ridge, and you're going to stitch real close to this edge, right along here, all the way down. Remember, use your zipper foot. You can see how close you can get that zipper foot on the edge there. After you've done it along the edge here, then you're going to come back again, start down here, come over about 1/4 of an inch, and do another row of stitching all the way down. When you're done with this side, go and put this side on. Line it up accordingly and do the same thing. Once you have your zipper stitched on both sides, then it's real important you do this next step. Unzip the bag. Really, really important. Now bring front sides together, the back and the front. Bring them together. Line up your edges. And you probably, if you're having a difficult time getting it lined up, then go ahead and place some pins all along the edge if it helps you to hold it all together. Now at this point, I would leave your zipper foot on, because not only is a zipper foot good for doing zippers, but it's also good for stitching other things on, because now we're going to stitch kind of close to the very end of the zipper, not right up against it. I don't advise doing that, but I would stay back about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the zipper here. Don't get too close. So by using your zipper foot, it's easy to stitch right along the edge. So whatever this width is from here to there is your seam allowance. So you would come up here, stitch straight down. When you're 1/4 inch away, leave your needle down, lift up your presser foot, and turn and continue stitching around the bag. Now we're going to trim some of this off, because it's going to make it real difficult to use the bag with all this fabric here. So take your ruler, and here's my 1/4 inch line right here, the very first long line on your ruler. You're going to place that on your stitch line here, and you're going to do this on both sides of the bag. So lay it on there, and then with your rotary cutter, trim that off. I've also cut some of the fabric off on the corner. So cut some of it off here, as well as a little bit here and a little bit here. This will make it easier to get these corners to poke out. Then you're going to do your final zigzag stitch. So zigzag along here. You can go zigzag over it twice if you want to reinforce it more. But zigzag down to here, turn it, and I would do another zigzag stitch along the bottom. And then of course after you've trimmed this side, zigzag across the last side. Then when you're done, reach inside of the bag and pull it front side out. So now you want to take something pointy and go into these corners and help poke them out. Now they're not going to be perfectly sharp corners because you've got a lot of fabric down there, but it'll be slightly rounded like this. And then you're done with your bag. Now you can make for instructions on how to make other pouch bags with snaps and a zipper, or a double zipper snap bag and the other two single zipper. So play this video until a green screen appears and then click on the links. If you like this video, please click on thumbs up and don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red button down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Click on the bell and enter your email address so you receive email notifications about my latest video. If you're not receiving those email notifications, go to your cell phone or iPad, click on settings and turn notifications on. This is Scotty, this is Maria, this is Jamie, and this is Manny. Bye-bye. See you later.